mine. Good
Hello?
afternoon. Hi. Can you hear
Hi.
me mine?
Yes, I can hear you.
Great. Okay. How are you doing today?
Yes, I'm fine.
Great. Are you ready to read English a bit today?
Yeah. To read about cooking or yes, I think it's about cooking or natural. Yeah.
Did I send you an article before or the new article?
I have read all the article you sent me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just see. You said cooking. Just
Yeah.
a moment. Let's see about cooking. If there is something about that. Just a moment. I'm getting there. Okay. For example, I'll give you titles and let me know what you like more. Will robots replace humans in food industry? Next is heat resistance glassware celebrates 100th anniversary. It's a glass for preparing food. Then next is Nestle levels of salt. What do you think?
The last
Packaged food contains unhealthy levels of salt. Okay.
yeah.
Sure. I'll of course send you everything so you can just pick up whatever you like. So I'll send you all of them. Just give me a moment. And it's all about food, all about cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a good topic. Then next one is then food and robots. Can you imagine a robot cook?
A robot cook. No.
No, me neither.
Yes.
Okay. There you go. 4 topics. Then food and robots. Can you imagine a robot cook?
A robot cook. No.
No, me neither.
Yes.
Okay. There you go. 4 topics. You just pick whichever you like. You said packaged food. That's the first one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first one.
Yes. Study packaged food contains unhealthy levels of salt. Okay. If you would like to start, go ahead.
Yeah.
Do you need any assistance? Me reading first, or you want to try by yourself?
I want to try by myself.
Go ahead.
Study packaged food contains unhealthy levels of salt. A new study by the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, found that more than half of all packaged grocery items in the United States contain levels of salt in excess of government recommendations. The food is most commonly purchased by consumers. Salt is contributor to high blood pressure, which is a risk factor for heart disease. Investigators with the CDC looked at the sodium or salt content in 10 packaged grocery items. This is.
No. You're telling me this is. That's wrong. You need sh sound first and s at the end. Please listen. Dishes.
Dishes.
Okay, perfect. Continue.
Yeah. Meat. Meat mixed dishes and savory. Can you repeat,
Savory.
please? Okay, savory. Said Linda Sip. I don't know how to read this word. An epidemiologist. Epidemiologist with the Center's divisions for heart disease and stroke prevention. SAP's team looked at the salt content of 3,000
Content. Not content. Content. Okay.
Of 3,800 food products that contribute the most sodium to the diet. 7% of cocoas, soups, and sandwiches have a salt content higher than the daily recommendation by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. 10% of snack food, bread, and cheese exceed the FDA's recommended daily allowance. Many foods that seem healthy, according to SAP, actually full of salt. She said bread is the number one contributor of sodium to diet. A lot of foods that people don't think taste salty do exactly have a lot of sodium in them, she added. So we recommend people just read those nutrient labels, make comparisons, try to choose lower sodium options. Be sure to eat more fresh fruits, vegetables, and meats to cook more at home, because that way you have more control over the amount of sodium. Right, I don't understand the meaning.
Of salt.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you call it actually natrium sodium. Natrium, like this, or sodium, and it means only the salt, but more like scientific name for the salt. Okay.
According to the agency's guidelines, individual foods should contain no more than 480 milligrams of sodium, and prepared meals, including pasta dishes and sandwiches, should not be in excess of 600 milligrams of salt. The daily allowance for healthy. The daily allowance for.
Not D. You remember, we say D when you have vowels A, E, I, O, and U. And daily is that's a consonant, so you should say the daily allowance.
Can you repeat?
Yes, the daily allowance. The daily allowance.
The daily allowance for healthy adults. Adults in for milligrams. Can you repeat, please? The numbers.
2,300 milligrams.
2,300 milligrams or a teaspoon of salt. The FDA says people with heart disease, high blood pressure, and kidney disease should limit their salt intake to 1,500 milligrams or less per day. The study on salt content in packaged grocery items is published in the journal Preventing Chronic Disease.
Chronic, please. Chronic
disease.
And you said journal. That sounds French, like French language is journal. Basically, journal comes from French language. Journal.
Also, right, I can see the differences between the
You remember, let's go back to the pronunciation book. We will, of course, need to do this. 38, 39, please. 38.
Yeah, I remember I have
Yes,
the
don't
one
worry.
with this.
Okay, so one is je, that's like vision or beige, and another one is stronger than je. Je is easier, but another one is je. You see, je,
Yeah.
je, je, je. That's the difference in sound.
Yeah, okay.
But let's just repeat quickly just a few words, not everything, from 38 and 39, just a few words. For example, only the beginning of 38. Can you just try and read these? Vision and beige, decision, usual, message, and azure.
Okay, please wait. I'm opening the book.
Okay.
With me because I
No
think
problem.
I will.
Of course,
Yeah.
course. That's all right. Easy, very easy. Let's see. Sharing it. Here it is. Can you see it?
Okay.
Maybe it takes a few moments to open.
Yeah.
Here it's 38, and look, this symbol for the sound j looks like number 3. Okay, here
Yeah.
it is. So you read these words like this: vision, beige. Please try.
Okay. Please zoom your screen.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay.
Better?
Okay. Yeah, it's better.
Okay. Like this.
Vision, beige.
And we will immediately compare them with j. Okay, so that you learn immediately the difference.
Beige.
And we will immediately compare them with j. Okay, so that you learn immediately the difference in sound. So this one is j, j, j. Can you say just j?
J.
J.
Sure.
So here we would read them: jelly,
Jelly,
magic,
magic,
and edge.
edge.
Okay, only edge, 2 sounds. This is forgotten. There is no sound for e, nothing. So edge, edge. That's all. Now,
Edge.
and now read one on one. Look, vision, jelly.
Vision, jelly.
Okay, beige, magic.
Beige, magic.
Decision,
Decision,
edge.
edge.
Not age. Age is this. This is age. This is age. And this is edge. So
yeah.
you see
Edge.
edge. But in both of them you have the same sound. J. That's okay. The sound is the same, so don't worry. Okay. So, but what is important only to compare. So, decision, edge.
Decision, edge.
Okay, perfect now. Usual.
Usual.
Jet.
Jet.
Massage.
Massage.
Fudge.
Fudge.
Azure.
Azure. Azure.
Okay.
Azure.
Educate.
Educate.
Not the y, but j. Educate.
Educate.
J. Educate. J. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the
difference. The right side is the lesson 39. The stretch is much stronger yes.
than J is the strongest. You have ch and j. You remember that ch was just here, 37. This would be ch. When you have t plus this like hook symbol, that's one sound. That's ch. So you have ch and j. These two sounds, they are the strongest in English. The strongest. So maybe they're the most difficult to make, I think. You know.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. So you just try to make a difference between j, j. Okay. There is definitely more energy, and it's so much stronger, the j one in 39, of course. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I hope it helps, but when we see these sounds and when we notice them in words, when we need to make them, to say them, then we will see, of course, how good you are at that. And don't worry, I'm very carefully listening every single word when you're reading. Of course, your chat is now full of those mispronounced, so we will have them explained. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
So that's only that. And we're back immediately, back to your article reading. So what went wrong with pronunciation is captured or found in your chat. So please open every single word, open and listen and repeat loudly, please.
Yeah.
You start from 736.
Excess.
Okay, next.
Yeah. Purchase.
Yes. Next.
Consumer.
Perfect. Next.
Savory.
Okay. This one in syllables, it will be easier for you. Epidemiologist. 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 Epidemiologist.
Epidemiologist.
Perfect. And then you can make it faster. Epidemiologist, 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 epidemiologist.
Epidemiologist.
Yes. Okay, next. Content.
Content.
And be careful with because content, of course, can be an adjective and it can be a noun and a verb. And you remember in one lesson that we had the change of stress point in the same word, if it's a verb or if it's a noun. And you would remember maybe that the stress in nouns is on the first syllable. So that's why we say content here. And if we have a verb, you would say content. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. I will send you the second one as well. Just a moment. It will be right after the explanation. Here it is. So please listen both.
Content and content.
So content would be a noun with the first stress.
Yes.
And content, that's the verb. Okay?
Yes.
Good.
Okay.
Next. Chronic.
Next is administration. Administration.
Okay.
Comparison.
Okay.
Chronic. Chronic.
Okay. Yes.
Sure. Sodium. Sodium.
Thank you. That's all.
Okay.
Now, we'll just read them quickly one more time from the beginning. So now you're not listening, you're just reading from the chat.
Yeah.
One by one from the first one.
Excess. Purchase.
Purchase.
Purchase. Consumer.
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 With S, please. S, not Z. Not con Z, but con S. Consumer.
Consumer.
Okay. Say.
Savory.
Okay. Happy.
Epidemiologist.
Epidemiologist. Epidemiologist.
Epidemiologist.
Okay.
Content and content.
Okay.
Uh, administration.
Administration. Here is the stress. The stress is on today. Administration. Today. Administration.
Administration.
Okay.
Comparison. Comparison. Chronic. And journal.
Okay. And sodium.
Sodium.
Okay, thank you. All right. That's about vocabulary. And please tell me a story. This story. Do you understand this story? Have you got any questions with vocabulary or meaning or anything else?
This story is about the amount of sodium in the food is higher than
allowed,
usual.
Than it
Yeah.
should be. Then it's healthy. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Higher than healthy levels. Okay. And do you have?
Yes, I
Okay.
add some long words.
Okay. Which are those?
Epidemiologist or
Epidemiologist. Okay.
administration.
Okay.
Yes, this topic has so many new.
Yes, of course. Look, epidemiologist is a special kind of a scientist and a doctor at the same time. He works or she works in a laboratory and works with chemical analysis, biochemical analysis, and is checking the disease development. Disease starts from viruses and disease starts from bacteria. Okay, so they're just checking in what way the disease develops from the very first stage, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and actually they are talking about control of disease. So they are special experts that deal with basically disease control. That's what they are doing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the So basically, if you are a doctor, you can be I don't know, a dentist. Then you can be a general practitioner. Then you can be a surgeon that is going to open the human body and maybe operate. Okay. And maybe you are going to be an epidemiologist. In that case, you're not going to work directly with people, but you will be working in some laboratory with chemicals and biological databases, comparing the development of disease like mad cow disease. Or when you have the bird flu. You heard about bird flu, maybe. Bird flu that we had maybe 6 years ago or 5 years ago. Or anthrax. Anthrax. Like this. Anthrax. Bird flu. Etc. These are the diseases that we cannot really control. But the epidemiologists are trying to learn more about those diseases, and they are trying to help people to fight them, and if necessary to find a vaccine. Okay, or vaccination. Yes. Okay, that would be epidemiologist. Do you have any other word difficult here?
Comparison.
Comparison is when you have two items and you are comparing them with each other. Okay.
Yeah.
Comparison.
Two items is like two things.
Anything. Any two things you compare with each other. You say this is a comparison. Okay. You have,
Okay.
for example, A, and then you're comparing it with B. Maybe you have A, B, C, then you're comparing A with C. Because in medicine, in research, in science, you understand that they need to compare many results, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. And thank you for reading. Now you have like plenty of topics, so you can really take your time at home and try to, get better at not only this article, but you can of course check the pronunciation before you read for difficult words.
Yes.
For example, Nestle or heat-resistant glassware, or maybe the robots making food or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think the topics are quite interesting. It's not directly about cooking, but everything is about food,
Yes.
Okay, so thank you so much, Mai. That's all for our class today. Of course, we're gonna see each other and talk again very quickly tomorrow.
Yes. Okay.
Great.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You have a